All right, y'all, welcome to the video. So this time, what we're gonna talk about is how you can simplify your life. I'm gonna give you 5 ways in how I was able to simplify my life. Part of my ongoing series, because you know I'm always talking about how you should get out of debt, build an emergency fund, and simplify your life. So I'm gonna give you practical ways as to how I did it. 5 ways. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put Kyoto down, free him. He's tired of being held. I don't want him to scratch me. Here's the first thing I did to simplify my life when it came to my finances. I started using my credit card for every purchase and doing auto pay. Yes, using my credit card and doing auto pay. And let me tell you the reason why. So on my journey to become debt free, I had a period where I was using my debit card for every purchase because I wanted to make sure I knew the pain of losing out on that cash. But once I was able to become debt free, I started to think more strategically in terms of how to build my credit and how to be able to effectively budget. So let me tell you the method to the madness. With my credit card, I have the Apple credit card, so I'm able to see every purchase instantly right in the Apple Wallet app, and I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just talking about what's convenient for me. And I set up auto pay, and so within my budget, I say, okay, this is how much money I want to spend each month. I don't want to hit this, and I'm always planning on auto paying at this number at the end of the month. This is my goal. And what that does is it keeps me honest. It keeps me making sure that things go exactly how they need to go in order to continue to build my emergency fund, which I'm still building, and in order to be able to know exactly what is going in and what is coming out and building my credit. I'm a big fan of continuing to build my credit score because I don't know what I may need down in the future and down the line. So yeah, debit card is great, but debit card does not build my credit score. That was the first thing I did to simplify my life. Here's the second thing. This is a big deal. I stopped thinking that dates needed to be expensive with my wife. Now, what do I mean by that? You know, we would get together and we would say, oh, let's go to the movies. We go to the movies, 2 popcorns, some candy, some drinks, movie ticket. Buddy, I was throwing like $65, $70 just for a night at the movies. Okay, let's go putt-putt golf. We go to Top Golf. We do putt-putt. Well, you don't do putt-putt at Top Golf, but you know what I mean. I'm throwing $100 because here's the tickets for Top Golf, then here's food, here's drinks. For what? For what? When we could sit at home and we could have a nice movie night at home. We could get together and find a nice recipe on YouTube and cook at home together. We could go for a nice walk. We could go see something out in nature. And the majority of those things are free. For me, I was thinking, hey, I want to spend time with my wife. I want to have a good time with my wife. And what do I get out of that? What's the benefit? Me and my wife, our relationship grows. Why do I need to spend a whole bunch of money to do that? I don't. Once I geared my mind towards, no, this is about spending time with your wife and enjoying yourself with her, it helped me. Now, I'm not saying that we don't go on nice dates every now and then. We do, but we space it out because you know something that can really mess up your relationship with your spouse? Financial problems. So why do I think, yeah, let's go on this lavish date, and then you come back home and you can't pay the bill and now financial stress has struck the family? Nah, I want to simplify my life. So no, our dates don't need to be expensive. We go for a nice walk, come back home, cook something up, and then watch a movie and be just as happy. That was the second thing that helped me to simplify my life. Here's the third thing. Now, this is gonna be a little controversial. This is gonna be like, wait, Richard, what? Because you just told us reason 2. How does reason 3 make sense? I'll explain it. The third way I simplified my life is that I invested in quality products. Let me give you an example. So, I wanted to be someone who had the opportunity to go to the movies. I like the movies. The movies are great. But as I just explained, one night at the movies, $65, $70, and that's on a good day. So what I did is I said, you know what? Let me invest in a nice TV and in a nice home theater system so that if I want to go to the movies, I have the movies at home. In the long run, you end up saving more money. That's why if you look at a company like Netflix, they're really onto something when they say, yeah, the movie theater business might be cooked. Because of what? You're going to the overcharged movies, you're getting popcorn that's mid, you are watching a movie that might be trash, you can't pause, you can't get the food that you want, you can't stop other people from being on their phones and disturbing the movie while you're watching it, and then you're throwing $75 for it every time? Nah, we don't need to do that. I started investing in quality products at home, and that made movie nights between me and my wife feel like we were at the actual movie theater. Another thing I'll throw in there in terms of investing in quality products is I was able to invest in a nice weight room in my own home. And that has helped me to not have to go get an expensive gym membership. Because you know what's funny? When I don't feel like working out here at home, I don't feel like walking to the next room and getting in a good clang and bang session, I don't feel bad and say, oh man, I'm missing out on this amount of money because I didn't utilize my gym membership today. These gyms know this. That's why the real nice ones charge a bunch, but they know, hey, this person's not gonna invest in their own place at their home, and that could be because most people don't have homes, but they know, hey, they're not gonna invest, so they're gonna come here and they're gonna continue to pay me whether they work out or not. Hey, invest in quality products. It helped me to simplify my life. Fourth thing I did to simplify my life, I changed my association. Oh my goodness gracious, this one is huge. If you are hanging out with the wrong people, they are going to drain you financially. Let me give you an example. Oh man, we gotta go out here. We gotta go out there. We gotta go do this. We gotta go to the club. And you think, okay, you go to the club, you're having a good time, you're with a bunch of people, you go to buy something to drink, that shot that you could have bought a bottle for, you could have bought a bottle for $70 and had shots for the whole month. Well, now one shot is $20 because you're at the club. You can't control what happens financially because you're out somewhere that you don't have control over. Or another thing, let's stop talking about the club and going out to expensive places. Let's talk about clothes, how you dress. Oh man, you hang with us and this is how you should dress. So, because people won't like you if you don't dress this certain way. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Everything that I've wanted so far in my life, I have been blessed to have. It took some tribulation, but so far I'm doing okay. Hey, I'm a person who grew up and I wanted to be married. My wife, who I adore, could care less about how I dressed. As long as I looked presentable, it was okay. Presentable did not mean I go buy the $100 t-shirt from Nike. I buy the $200 jeans from True Religion. I buy the $300 sneakers because, oh, I gotta look some type of way. Pointless. If you're around people who feel that you need to be like that, get away from them. They are ruining you financially and they are doing nothing but complicating your life. Trust me. Fifth thing that I did to simplify my life is I focused more on my actual purpose in life. Focus more on my actual purpose. There are so many things that people do as they live that are absolutely meaningless. Let me give you some things that have meaning. Spending time with cherished family members who are on the same path in life as you are, okay? Having friends who are on the same path as you are, which is an actual purpose that has meaning. People who encourage you, people who help to build you up. Having a focus in life where you are making an actual impact in life. And I'm talking legacy. I don't think you should be someone who's in your casket and they come up and they say, oh, he did great work for the corporation. That's meaningless at the end of the day. What did you do to actually help people? What did you do to actually build value in life? What did you do that actually had meaning? I'm gonna tell you something, the amount of money that you have doesn't mean anything. What means something is what you do with the time you have. All right, y'all, that's my video for today. There's a lot more that I could go into, but hey, I wanted to make it real tight and succinct and straight up value. So if you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, share it with somebody who you know. Next thing we're gonna focus on, I talk about how you should get out of debt, build an emergency fund, simplify your life, but all these things require you having a job. So next video, we're gonna talk about how you can actually get a job in these stressful times we live in. And when I say how you can actually get a job, I'm talking about the things that are in your control. But hey, until then, y'all take it easy, have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.